sports fans?
Look,
This is
Ryan,
Robert with
look,
WTP Sports Dudes here live for another edition of the Thursday night forecast. Tonight we're going to be talking about Thursday night football in the NFL, along with the Week 13 lineup in college football. I'm here tonight with my man SEC Sean of the SEC podcast. How you feeling, SEC Sean?
Feeling good, feeling good. Just one more day closer to kickoff.
We also got our man Doug, UT Doug. How you feeling, UT Doug?
feeling good, man. Another beautiful day during the Lord's football season. Ready for this weekend.
And our man FanDuel Zaya just hopped in real quick. How you feeling, FanDuel Zaya?
Good. What's up with y'all?
What's up? What's up?
Good to see you all in here tonight, ready to talk a little bit of football. Let's jump right into the 7-3 Buffalo Bills. Will be traveling to the Houston Texans tonight, who are 5-5. And the Buffalo Bills are favored by 5.5 in this game. What's y'all's thoughts on this one and the over and under being 43.5? Can the Houston Texans win this game against the Buffalo Bills?
I say no. CJ Stroud not playing. I don't. This isn't going to be close. I think Buffalo is going to beat them. Of course, last time we had Buffalo, where I said Buffalo was going to beat somebody down pretty good, it wound up being they lost to Miami. So take that for what it's worth. But I just don't. Without CJ playing, I don't see the Texans. I don't see them being close in this game. So I'll go Buffalo, and I'll give the points up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I mean, I think we might. I mean, David Mills hasn't been terrible. I mean, was he 3 touchdowns, 1 interception? Quarterback rating is not good. I think we might have seen the best of David Mills if TJ's coming back next week. So, plus the Bills. I mean, the real matchup though, I think, is the Bills' offense and this Texan defense. That's gonna be fun to watch because the Bills can run the football. But I don't think I think the Bills are going to get to David Mills. It's going to be a long night. I like the Bills to cover, probably by 10 points, maybe more.
I don't know if y'all saw this too, but I saw the Mixon has been ruled out completely for the year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I got.
Go ahead, FanDuel Zay.
Yeah, I got the Texans. You know, the Bills on a short week. That defense, I think they're gonna get through. Man, listen, Shavers went off. They went off. Man, my defense ain't playing about nothing right now. You know, compared to the Texans defense, they gonna have a long day with that defense. Watch what I tell y'all.
It's good defense.
Well, maybe that's why the spread is only 5.5 and they don't have CJ Stroud. So maybe you might be on to something.
Yeah, we know Mills in there too. I ain't forget that CJ was out. Trust me, I did not forget that.
They must be relying on their defense to hold Josh Allen and the crew to some low scoring. If the over and under is 43.5, that's 20 to 23. So I mean, that's an NFL score, really. So I'm gonna go with Buffalo in this game. I think on the road they can probably get this win. Maybe because it's on the road is another reason why it's only 5.5 in favor of Buffalo. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. Maybe they won't cover the way the NFL's been going here lately. They probably won't cover this game, man, because that's what's been happening here lately. Let's welcome our man post game with the post game 86 podcast to the show. Our man post game, how you feeling this evening?
Hey, I feel wonderful. How you guys doing? I got
Doing
a quick story for y'all if y'all don't mind. So I'm in the
Go.
5th grade at CC. I'm in the 5th grade, fellas, and we had breakfast, and I think a student had said something to me, and I slap him right. So automatically I get suspended for 5 days. I know if my mom find out, I'm likely gonna meet my maker. So I devised a great plan. My mom goes to work before I go to school. So I'll just stay at home, play video games. And when it gets close to her getting home, I'll get dressed, go outside, and then walk back with the rest of the kids. Plan went perfect the first day. But then my mom gets home and says, "Guess what, son?" I'm like, "What?" She said, "I'm on vacation for the rest of the week." So so I so I'm like, "Oh man, okay." So now I'm gonna just get dressed, go to the bus stop, and then be at the park all day. And then when the rest of the kids come home from school, I just walk with them. And then I'll come a little earlier so I can get the mail so she doesn't see I was suspended for 5 days. So it all went according to plan, and I'm walking back home, and I'm behind the house across the street, and I look, and my mom and little sister checking the mail. I knew I was doomed, and how I knew I was doomed is because she asked me 10 times in a row when she saw me, "Son, where's your homework?"
Rough.
I'm quite sure we all got a story like that or two.
I thought I was gonna meet my maker that night.
I know that's right. Yeah.
Glad you're here.
What you think about the Buffalo Bills against the Houston Texans tonight at, in Houston? But the Bills are favored by 5.5, and the over and under is 43.5. What's your thoughts on that game?
My well, on the Houston side of things, their defense is playing really well. Buffalo hasn't been playing, I think, up to par this season. Um, they'll be without Keon Coleman tonight. He'll be a healthy scratch. Not that he's been having a spectacular season anyway, but Houston at home, I believe. Uh, I don't want to, but I'm gonna take Houston in a low scoring game. I think they're gonna run the ball. Buffalo can't stop the run to save their life. I think they're gonna run the ball well, keep Josh Allen on the sideline. And plus Stingley is a heck of a corner, man. He gonna make life difficult in the passing game for the Buffalo Bills. So yeah, I think the Houston Texans get the job done tonight. I said they win 24-17.
Okay. Well, let's turn our attention to some college football action. We got to keep our man Mossberg on the slate because if he don't win all of these games the rest of the season, then that means he got to wear an Ohio State shirt. We got Florida State
Rough.
traveling to NC State, favored by 5.5, and the over and under is 59.5. Will Mossberg live another day and not have to bite the bullet and wear that Ohio State shirt if they take this A? What's your thoughts on that game?
I say Mossberg is safe for another week. I like Florida State. I know they're rolling pretty good. They got an explosive offense, like I said last week. I know they're at NC State. NC State plays pretty good at home. Couple losses to Valtech and Pitt this year. I think Florida State, they need to finish strong. I think they are going to finish strong. We need them to be relevant in college football. I got Florida State. Probably the cover. I say by touchdown. Let's go.
I like in statements again. Don't really know why.
They're at home.
They're at home, but I mean, I know they can score. They can put up points too. So, I think if it gets into a shootout, I like NC State a little bit better than Florida State. And being at home, I think that crowd may be a little bit crazy. You never know what, I see NC State pulling the, I guess, quote unquote upset since they're the underdog, but I'd go NC State.
Yeah, I'm only gonna pick Florida State because I'm rooting for the homie Mossberg. I want to see his team finish the season strong. Man, I don't. NC State, their defense don't scare me at all. I think Castellanos finds a way to move the ball and put the ball in the end zone, and Florida State on the road gets the job done.
Yeah, I'm going Florida State because I think Moss wants to get recruited to Ohio State, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going Florida State.
You said you said he gonna be a lost puppy out there looking for a home, huh?
Yeah, I'm cool. We don't do strays.
We don't do strays. Yeah, I'm
Man,
going with
they-
Florida State in this one too.
You're just going at it like that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Florida State in this one because I don't want to see Mossberg have to put on that Ohio State shirt, man. I don't want him to have to go out like I did. So hopefully Florida State can get this.
Don't
win.
make it seem like you, hey man, come on, we ain't gonna do that. Like you ain't cheat the system, dog.
Hey, listen, whether I cheated the system or not, I had on something that was associated with Ohio. But I think this could be a close game, man, because Florida State is on the road. NC State has a good offense. They got a good quarterback. They could possibly win this game too. But I'm gonna go with them only because of Mossberg and the other homies who are Florida State fans. My man Wade Lewis, 87-75. He said no strays allowed. He must be a Buckeye fan too. He said he don't want no strays either.
That's Wade is actually one of my employees. He works for me.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice to meet you there, Wade.
He just forgot. He keeps forgetting. So today I told him, now give me your phone and subscribe to my channel. So you need to go subscribe to all these guys' channels. They're scrolling at the bottom. So
Wade working.
If not, I'm gonna fire you.
Hey, Wade working on getting a pay raise.
Well, that's a way to get it.
That's the way to get it. That's right.
It's also a way to get fired if you don't follow. So it all works out for me.
Oh, you trying to get sued?
No, I didn't get sued. He know better. I like Wade. He still works for me, so I must like him.
That's for sure. What's your thoughts on number 22 Missouri traveling to number 8 Oklahoma, who's favored by 7.5? The over and under is 42.5. Can Missouri keep away with that run game and keep that Oklahoma offense on the sideline, or is Oklahoma's defense going to be too much for them?
I believe that's their only path if they want to pull the upset. They got to run the ball with that vaunted Russian attack. I believe the running back went for over 300 bills last game. I don't think he's going to do that against Oklahoma's defense now, but they're going to have to find a way to run the ball, keep that offense off the field, punch the ball in, get some scores, keep Mateer on the sideline drinking Gatorade. That's their only chance, but I don't think they can do it. I'm going to take Oklahoma.
Yeah, I got Oklahoma. I don't think that he's gonna get nowhere close to that post. 3 bills is crazy though. He was going off, but man, that boy at Missouri. When he first got inserted into the game a few weeks ago, I thought I seen something, man. I don't know. His confidence might be shot right now. They ain't gonna be able to win one dimensional.
Well, Missouri might have a starter back, right?
Oh, is he back?
If we're on long enough, I'll let you know. I'm waiting on the availability report to come out for tonight.
Yeah. If he back, it'll be a close game. I still don't think Missouri gonna win though, because he been out for some weeks.
Well, here's even if he comes back, Purvula wasn't throwing the ball real well anyway. Does it give you a little more experience at the quarterback position and a little more mobility? Yeah, it does do that. So this is a 1935 football game right here. This is my defense is better than your defense, and both offenses are terrible. I mean, both offenses struggled mightily to move the ball. They both love to run the ball. This is literally 1935 football, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Whoever does that the best wins this game. It's in Oklahoma. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. Missouri hasn't won at Norman, Oklahoma since the 1950s. And they've played there quite a bit when they were in the Big 12 together. So it's not like they play there once every 5 years or something. So give me Oklahoma. Give me Missouri to cover. I think it's a 3-point game. I don't think Oklahoma covers. I think Missouri covers, but Oklahoma wins.
I'm calling the upset, man. Mainly because I need it. I need Oklahoma to lose. But you're right, Sean. This is an old school, type of game matchup, man. This is, they're gonna counting hats type of at the line of scrimmage type of game, Missouri, that Hardy guys, they can run the ball. It's gonna be tough, man. But I think Oklahoma, the last 2 weeks, I mean, they've won some games on the road, some tough ones. I'm hoping they're a little beat up, maybe. I know they're coming home now. It's an early game, though, 11 a.m. Central Time. I'm going to call the upset, man. I think Missouri's going to be able to run the ball enough. He ain't going to run. Hardy's not going to run for no 3 bills. But if he can get over 100, 50-ish, they might have a chance, man. If that quarterback can get some confidence in himself, man. I think I'm calling the upset, mostly hoping for it. But let's go, Missouri Tigers.
These Texas boys turning into Missouri fans out here, man.
Right, let's go.
Man, it's crazy. Good evening, man. It's just good to see everybody, man. I was kind of contemplating on getting on, but I needed this therapy, man. It's good to get that good laugh in. And I'm gonna just say, not so fast as the Lee Corso great as he is would say. I'm going storming Norman with these booming Sooners. I know your Longhorns put a little smack down on them. I know your Longhorns got a beat down last week, and I was going for them. So I think Oklahoma gets home and they get a big win. I think Mateer comes out and I think he continues his stake for a Heisman as he gets another big win. And the Sooners keep rolling in Oklahoma. And I'm going to say shout out to one of my guys who's a great Oklahoma fan, Eric, who I've been waiting to try to get on. And hopefully I could get in touch with him these next few weeks with his work schedule and have him on for some good Sooner talks. Because we've been talking about Mateer, but I'm going to give Oklahoma a big win. Coming home, I think they can win big, and Missouri season is over.
Well, you already know which direction I'm going. I need Oklahoma to lose, so I'm rooting for Missouri. Like FanDuel said, us Texas boys is becoming Missouri fans. We sure are. Anybody in Oklahoma playing, we're going to be their fan. So I need Missouri to have their running attack clicking and be able to challenge their defensive backs, man, with a couple of throws because their back end is not as good as their front seven. Let's go, Missouri. Let's go, Missouri. Let's go, Missouri. Win this game because I don't want to see freaking Oklahoma, freaking Texas A&M, and freaking who else? The other two, Texas Tech. in the freaking college football playoffs without my Longhorns being there. Let's
And
go.
North Texas.
And possibly North Texas.
Now, one thing I will say before we move on is that I got my eyes on this game. I want to see how good that coaching staff at Oklahoma is because it's going to be a challenge to keep that team focused and not looking forward with all the hype of them being in the playoffs and moving up in the rankings this past week. So I want to see if Oklahoma is disciplined enough to not look ahead and focus on their next meal, which is Missouri. If they slip up in any way in that capacity, Missouri can definitely get the win.
I'm glad you mentioned that because if you think they brought Mateer there for a reason and in a game like this, that leadership. I think we'll see that as well. When you're looking for that for some players, I'll be looking out of that for Mateer, myself to see what he do with his leadership and like you said, the coaching staff as well. The ball is in their court. They got to go out. I want to see how the defense plays. I think in the trenches, I think Oklahoma being at home is a difference maker. I think they come out with a beat down on Missouri, man. I just feel like that about this Oklahoma team.
What's happening, City League TV? Our man T1
What's going on?
out there in the
What's
chat.
going on?
What up, City League?
In the building.
T1, what up, baby? What it do?
What's your thoughts on Syracuse traveling to number 9 Notre Dame? Notre Dame is freaking favored by 35.5 points, bro. And the over and under is only 50.5. That is freaking ridiculous. Will they cover that 35.5? And if you was a betting man, would you bet on Notre Dame to cover?
Yeah, I'm betting on them to cover because they need stylistic points right now. They got to go out there and try to run up the scoreboard as much as possible to keep Miami away from being in the same tier as them, so they can't compare them. If it was to come down to that, and what better way to do that than to go out there and beat somebody by 40, But we know this game. We know what way this game is going to go. This is like a 1% chance upset alert. You always got to leave 1% chance in there until the game is over. So that's the only reason why we got 1% there. But this week's slate is just trash. That's what we're seeing so far. It's just trash.
Dumb stuff.
A lot of possibilities of blowouts, and this might just be one. But the thing is, too, if Notre Dame don't get the 35-point win, it's just a win. It's really Notre Dame went out there, and we all know that. I think it's just who would the matchup be? We know they can't go no higher than 5, and they really can't go out of the playoff picture unless something drastic happens, which would be an upset. But I don't think this is a game where that happens. So I got Notre Dame in a big win at home. And I think after that spin move last week, I think we see another Heisman moment out of Jeremiah Love, man. Something special. I think something I can't wait to see on Sundays in the NFL as well.
No, it's Notre Dame. It's not close. You're 100% on. They got to have style points. If they got a chance to put 80 on them, they're going to put 80 on them. They have got to keep that buffer between them and Miami. Because if Miami creeps up too close to Notre Dame and it comes down to 2 10-2 schools, they've already they came out this last Tuesday and the commissioner straight up said if they're in the same tier, head to head will matter significantly. So Notre Dame has got to put as much distance as they can between them and Miami. So they're gonna have to beat. They're gonna beat everybody they can by as much as they can. So yeah, give me Notre Dame to cover. Easy.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Notre Dame, big in this game. Honestly, at first I thought it really didn't matter. I thought the committee seemed to favor Notre Dame anyways. They win this game by 10 points. I still think they're in the playoffs anyways. But I think they're going to blow them out. They need to, like everybody says. So I'm in agreement for sure. At home, Syracuse got nothing to play for really. So
Now, is Notre
Yes.
Dame, are they one spot away from not being in, or are they two spots away from not being in?
I think they got to be as far away from 10 as they possibly can be. Uh, but my thoughts on this game is I agree with everybody on the panel. Notre Dame needs style points. That's the only thing they can do to sweeten the pot. They got to win big, and I believe they're going to win big. I think Syracuse is starting a walk on first time starter at quarterback. That's
oh
a
wow,
bad recipe against Marcus Freeman and Chris Ash in that pass rush and those DBs. Uh, I think Notre Dame is going to crush Syracuse on senior night or senior day at home at Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend. This won't be close.
Yeah, I'm picking Notre Dame as well, man. I think they're going to blow the doors off of them. Will it be 35 points? I don't know. But you did say they're starting to walk on for Syracuse, so that is a recipe for disaster, especially when you're playing against that good Notre Dame defense, who has one of the best defensive backs in the country. Do they cover that 35 and a half, though, is my thing, but I think they're going to kill them. But I don't know if they're going to cover that 35 and a half. And they do need some style points because 9 is very close to 10 and close to 11. So they can easily fall back if they think that somebody like Miami should get on the same tier as them. So that could be some recipe for disaster if they don't have those style points that y'all talked about.
45-3.
dang.
45-3. Okay. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. I know post game wanted to be 45-3 for sure.
You know what? Well, now that we talking about it, I want the goose egg.
Get the goose egg, then.
With an over and a goose egg.
Dang.
Over and the goose egg. Let's go. Jeremiah Love puts on the show.
Ooh.
How many quarters is Jeremiah Love going to play in
Yeah,
this game? How
I'm
many
about to
quarters
say.
is his backup going to play?
Yeah.
I can see them all being on the bench drinking Gatorade by the fourth. If it gets too ugly, it could be middle of the third.
Because I'm just thinking of Jeremiah Love break for 70, Jeremiah break for 80. That's a $150. Ooh, it's getting spicy about this Notre Dame team. Let's go, man. Blowout. Y'all
Look,
might get 60. I'm gonna call 60. You know, I've been in that
real.
environment, man. So I don't nobody say nothing, but I've been in an environment. I know
Real
City
fast,
Nigga
y'all.
people gonna say something, but I'm gonna call it a 60 pointer, man. Somebody give me 60 on the call this weekend. Notre Dame, give it to me, please.
Bro, you calling a 60 burger?
Woo, 60 burger,
Yikes.
man.
I can dig it, I guess. But I got a
How funny.
text. I'm not mad at him, Moss, but I got a text from a Dallas Cowboy fan who told me we got 2 first-round picks. I want Dallas to trade up and draft Jeremiah Love.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know if Mossberg noticed it or not, but that Notre Dame shirt is bleeding through your white shirt, your white tee, bro.
Nah, it's a black. No Notre Dame. No Notre Dame.
Hey, Moss, Rob called you a straight dog. I just agreed with it.
he, he called me a Notre Dame. I'm like him. I'm Seminole. I'm trying to reach that 50-year mark of my Seminoles like he been a Longhorn since he was 8, man. So you know me, man. I might talk, man. It take a lot to get Mossberg to switch over, but dying on the nose, man.
What you
Hey, you
what you
might have to
think?
be like You might have to be like City League TV and just adopt a second team. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with it. Find somebody you want to follow, man.
Yeah,
Man,
City
I
League
can't.
TV got 5 or 6 teams really, but he ain't really telling you about all of them. He got about 5 or 6.
Yeah, that's too many, man.
How scared should Vanderbilt be about this Kentucky team coming in there to play them at home in Nashville? They're favored by 8.5. I'm thinking this 8.5 is a little bit much, man, for me. The over and under is 53.5. Is Kentucky good enough to possibly upset Vanderbilt?
Uh,
I say they are. It's the game that really got my eyes upset out of all the games this week. Even though Vandy does have a shot, this is the game that kind of got my caught my eye as an upset. So I'm going with Kentucky. I'm gonna take that upset.
Yeah, I'm agree with Moss, man. I think Vandy gonna show how really trash they are for real this week, and they're gonna lose to a bottom feeder in the SEC.
Zay has gone from against Notre Dame or against Vandy to love Vandy to against Vandy.
Man, yeah, they got my emotions everywhere, man. I
Man,
know.
you worse than a damn 15-year-old in high school girl. You up
Hey,
and down all over the place, man.
because a lot of these teams, man, I ain't got the
I know.
respect for them in the SEC, man. That's all. You
I'm
know,
about to say
But see, that's what they do. Then they sucked you in, and now they crushing your heart again.
you know they're in
yeah,
the SEC, so you know how it is, man. With you talking to a guy straight out of the Big Ten, 90 champ. He ran through the SEC on the way to the national, so you know he ain't trying to hear that SEC talk, man. Can't
yeah.
he
The
going
script,
to get Vandy?
the script already out. We're gonna have to do it again.
Kentucky and Vandy. Wow. Uh, man, I think this is gonna be a close game. I think I think Kentucky is playing with a little fire lately. But I think Pavia makes a couple plays in the latter part of the game and gets the job done at home. Give me Vandy.
yeah, I got Vandy too. I got Vandy at home. Kentucky, I mean, they're playing good, man, but they play better at home. And they're on the road. I think Pavia is going to make enough plays. It's going to be a close game because Kentucky, they do got some dogs up front, but uh, this is one of the games too that Vandy, if they want, that they still want to be in it, they got to keep winning. But so I got Vandy in a close one. I don't think they're going to cover 8.5, but maybe by a field goal or something. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm gonna take Vandy and the quarterback over there.
All right. The breakdown on this one. Same
It's
as Notre Dame. Vanderbilt needs it, and Vanderbilt needs it by a lot. And they still need some help. But this game, and I don't think we're talking about the other game. No. Vanderbilt needs this one, and Vanderbilt needs Tennessee to win also, just to give Vandy any remote prayers and hope at getting in. They still need some help in front of them, don't get me wrong. But that's what they need. Kentucky's playing a lot better here lately. Their quarterback, Cutter Boley, is coming on. And that running back, Seth McGowan, that dude's a man-child running the ball. I like Vandy, but I like Kentucky to cover the 8.5. But I like Vandy to win. I think Pavia makes a play at the end, gets them in field goal range or something, and maybe they win by 6, something like that. So
Hey,
that's what
somebody background is going crazy.
What it sound like.
I don't know whose it is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, Just like I jumped on that Missouri bandwagon, I'm jumping on the Kentucky Wildcat bandwagon too. Anybody that is position 10 through 16, I need you to take a L. I need you to
Take a
take
dive.
a L. So I need Kentucky to go out there and play like their life depended on it. Beat the Vanderbilt Commodores. Sound like a singing group. Come on, Vandy. Lose this game so that my Texas Longhorns can move up at least one more spot. I'm holding out hope, y'all. I'm holding out hope.
I'm holding that hope too, bro.
Van got me holding out hope. Even though I know deep down inside when he turned his back on me, he probably saying, they ain't got a chance in hell, but I gotta blow smoke up his ass so he feel good. That's cool. What y'all think about Arkansas traveling to play their rival number 17 Texas, who was favored by 8.5 in this game? The over and under is 58.5. Can Texas defense, who has been pretty shaky here lately on the back end, be able to slow down Taylor Green and that Arkansas offense?
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Hey man, I'm going Arkansas, man. I'm going Arkansas, man. I think this is a dangerous game for them Texas Longhorns because them boys is gonna put some points up over there. And I don't know, Arkansas ain't got no defense. But I mean, I gotta stick with my predictions. I got Texas as a 4-loss team. They win this week and then they beat Texas A&M. I mean, they lose this week and then they beat Texas A&M. Arkansas, man, in the shootout though. They both teams gonna be in the 30s.
Wow. I think this game is going to be close, and I think Arkansas is going to be positioned to win on the road. But I think Taylor Green is going to make a mistake that's going to cost Arkansas this game. Arkansas, majority of the season, especially when they played teams closer, had a lead at the end, found a way to lose the game. So I'm gonna say the same happened here in Texas. Finds a way to get the W at home in a close one.
This SEC Sean might be for me, because I know Doug respectively Texas. Um, I had in our predictions, that's what I was trying to search through. When we did our SEC predictions, I had Texas with 3 losses, I believe. Possibility of having 3 losses. And I have Texas winning. I think Vandy will lose. I think Texas have the ability. I know you how you feel, Zay. I don't know. I just think Texas, for some reason, is getting into this playoff. We got a couple weeks left, and it could get hectic at any given time. We know how Sundays could be. I mean, Saturdays could be when it comes into college football season. So I'm going Texas. Big at home. Sandy is going down, of course, but I think they just keep it shaken up when it comes to this college football.
Amen. No, this game, Arkansas to me will always be a trap game to Texas. No matter how good or bad Arkansas is, I said that last year to the fellas at work. So it's going to be a trap game at Fayetteville. Most people don't realize the rivalry in this game. The kids in Arkansas are playing in this game. They never seen it, but I promise you they're feeling it this week. And Mac Brown said it best back in 2004 when they went in there with Vince Young. Everybody saw the highlight. Vince Young spinning around, finding Ced Benson, may rest in peace. And they won that game in Fayetteville, man. I remember that week, Mac Brown said, Arkansas hates Texas more than they like themselves. And that always stuck with me because you look at A&M, they hate Texas with a passion. But they don't hate Texas more than they like themselves. A&M loves themselves very much. Okay, same with Oklahoma. Oklahoma, they despise Texas. They don't hate them more than they like themselves. Out of respect to Arkansas fans, I'm gonna say they hate Texas as much as they like themselves. And the fact that Arkansas has lost, I think 7 games in a row, but by like a touchdown or less. Just the laws of probability kind of freaked me out on this game, but I think Arkansas, they're either going to win or Texas is going to blow them out. And we need Texas to blow them out. And they're at home. I think the defense is, hopefully they'll be able to contain Green. I know Arkansas can put up points. But their defense is dumpster, so I like Texas in a route. They got to have it.
I'll go before you go, Robert. I should have gone before Doug, and I apologize. I think the background noise is coming out of Mossberg because I hit mute on his mic and it went away. I don't know though. Maybe I was wrong. Who knows? This game is real interesting. Yeah, Texas needs it. The difference is there is not one game on the slate of the whole SEC that if you told Arkansas you can only win one game, what will it be? And it would be this one.
Yeah. It's true.
They haven't won an SEC game in over 2 years. Well, they didn't from last year at this point. They haven't won an SEC game. Their last win was against Mississippi State. Arkansas wants this game bad. They want to be the ones to ruin Texas's season. They don't want to leave it up to us. I'd prefer them leave it up to us to do. So I do think Texas wins, but I don't think it's going to be convincing. I think you're going to see a very competitive, close game, but I think Texas wins. Kind of what A&M did with Arkansas, where Texas may get up by 10-14 and just kind of keep Arkansas at length. I can see something like that, but yet then they start trading scores. The scary part is, I don't know if that Texas offense can keep up with the Arkansas offense if they get into a shootout. That'd be my one concern. Now, Arkansas's defense is garbage, so there's that. But part of me wants Texas to beat the brakes off of them and come in, welcome us in with overconfidence and let us just smash them. And part of me wants Arkansas to beat them just to get rid of Texas and shut them up for a while, just because that's how I am. I'm going with Texas, but I think it's close.
Yeah, before you go, Rob, I'm switching my pick to Texas. After he dropped all them facts about them not winning the SEC game, y'all better not lose to them bottom feeders.
Yeah, I can
Zay,
see Texas.
Well, Zay, you know it's bad when I said at the beginning of doing my power rankings that Kentucky would never come off the bottom, and now Arkansas's there.
Yeah, that's bad. I can't even do it. Switch me back. Switch me back to Texas.
I got you already.
I know they've been able to make some teams in the SEC look their defense look a little bit bad by making it a one-score game here and there. They're not going to make the one-score game against Texas, man. Texas defense, even though it hasn't played well on the back end, I think the fact that Colin Simmons was probably get unleashed in this game because their left tackle is horrible. And he's going to have to face Colin Simmons all day. Their right tackle is horrible. So he's going to have to face some drama over there too. The only thing that concerns me about this game is the fact that maybe Anthony Hill might not play in this game. He's nursing an injury, so he may not play in this game. But I think Texas is going to work on that back end and communicate a little bit better than what they have in the past and probably turn Taylor Green over a few times or in the tune of an interception or two. But I feel like that linebacker will be okay, though. I think Ty Anthony Smith will be able to come in there and play really well, along with Leona LaFau, who was more of a run-stopping linebacker. So I think we'll be okay there, even though I would love to have Anthony Hill on that other end coming after that quarterback, though. Him and Colin Simmons on both ends would be great. But I think this game will be easily won by Texas, especially because Texas will be able to actually run the football against Arkansas, something that they haven't been able to do all season. So that whenever Texas can run the football, Steve Sarkisian can really scheme up some things for you and have you on your heels. And Texas might score 7 out of the 8 first possessions they have in this game. So I got Texas winning in the landslide.
That's what's up.
Post game, did you get your pick in for this one?
Yeah, I went Texas, man. I Arkansas find a way to shoot themselves in the foot, man.
Any predictions for the score? Would it be at 50, 58 and a half? We know Arkansas want to put up points, and we know Texas will have to compete. Any thoughts on predictions?
No, I think Texas will find a way to keep the score lower than what people think going against that vaunted Arkansas offense. But Anthony Hill being out, that will worry me a tad bit. But I still think they good enough on defense to cause havoc. So
Yeah, for sure. This next game has some huge implications for the group of 6 or group of 5 teams. We got number 24 Tulane, who's favored by 9.5 at Temple. The over and under is 54.5. Will this game allow Tulane to possibly get a little bit closer to probably sealing the victory for playing in their championship game in their conference and possibly being able to make it to the college football playoff?
That's a great question. SEC Sean, just tell me Temple's record, because you know I'm all about upsets. If Temple has won more than 5 games, I'm picking Temple on the upset.
Give me a second.
No, you good. I just think when it comes to this playoff and teams vowing for positions, I think at this point you're more likely to see an upset in this type of week. You know, it's happened in previous weeks when the weeks haven't been that big. So I
5 and
think it's
5.
definitely 5-5.
Yep. 3-3 in
They
conference.
There
playing
you
for a
go.
bowl game.
Upset.
Temple in the upset.
Yeah.
Give me them Owls, and they gonna be spinning that neck around all game, making sure the green wave have no space, no air to swim. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Give me the Owls hooping.
I'm gonna agree, boss. Them necks are gonna be spinning round and round, trying to figure out where Tulane players are so they can chase them down and tackle them because they're gonna be lost. Give me Tulane.
hey, y'all remember that old Tootsie Pop commercial where the owl ate the little boy's
There you
Tootsie
go.
Pop?
That's it.
Yeah.
1,
Out there.
2, and just bit it. Man, I listen. Tulane gonna roll, man. Give me Tulane in this game.
I like Tulane too, man. But it might be tough, man. I mean, Temple, what they said they're playing for a bowl game. It might be senior night. I don't know. Tulane. I mean, Temple's out there in Philly, right? Is that where Temple's at? Well, okay, so it's way out there, and it's a long trip. Nah, man, I think Tulane they're gonna roll by a couple touchdowns. Yeah, they got to.
Yeah, I got Temple, man. I got Temple. I think they pull an upset. Uh, I don't think Tulane really, to solidify their spot. Temple. I seen Temple play Navy real tough earlier in the year. I ain't gonna lie. At home, I thought they should have won that game. So senior night, it's senior night too. Yeah, I'm going Temple, bro. I think Tulane's coach know his team shouldn't even be in that position for real. Like I think he was really being truthful in his presser. Like
Yeah, he did.
so, I'm going Temple.
And then, go ahead. What's your thoughts on this game?
It's an easy pick for me. Let's go Tulane, because I don't want to see North Texas nowhere in the picture. Tulane, let's go. That was easy.
You know,
Man, the hate
New
at its
Orleans.
finest.
Hey
That
Zay,
is
you're gonna have to
fine.
go back. You're gonna have to go back and clip that. He said nobody that's anybody over 16. I want them to lose. I want them to go down. You're gonna have to clip that, man, because he is not playing.
You ain't lying.
I'm kind of shocked they went with
Hey,
Temple.
he be the one.
Go ahead, Zay. You good?
No, I was saying Rob want to be clipping all the stuff for real.
So I was kind of shocked you went with Temple because you said you was not impressed at all with ECU, and ECU beat Temple by 40 at Temple.
And that's my thing about
You talking to
Tulane.
me?
Man.
Yeah, because you were saying you picked Temple, and I was like, man, as much as you said you didn't like East Carolina beat them. I think it was 45-14 actually at Temple.
Tulane
Yeah,
got
that's what
1 or 2
happens. Sometimes that's what happens when you're playing an average team. Sometimes they don't wake up and play. But they lost by 1 point to Navy. Navy probably better than all of them for real.
And they lost to 1 by Army.
Yeah.
And Army?
Yeah, they lost 14-13 to Army.
What's Tulane's losses? SEC China. They got 1 or 2.
They got 2 losses.
They got 2 losses.
Somebody just beat them pretty bad that they should have lost to.
Yeah.
They got
blasted. I want to say by UTSA.
No, they got blasted by Ole Miss.
What's the other loss though? It was another loss.
Oh yeah, UTSA. Yeah, you're right. UTSA. Yeah.
And I mean, I know it wasn't in November, but still, like, this is a reason late in the season when you think Temple they vying for a spot. It's been a while since they've done that when it comes to this new way of how they're doing things. I think it'll be a movement forward for their program as well. So I think Temple, like I said, I think they come out and pull off the upset, man. There's some chaos going down this weekend.
Now I'm gonna give y'all the biggest upset at the end of the show. I'm gonna tell you the one to pick. I'll tell you right now. Give it to you at the end.
I think I know which one you're trying to pick too.
We'll see.
All right, y'all. What y'all think about number 11 BYU, favored by 2.5, traveling here to Ohio to play the Cincinnati Bearcats? The over and under is 54.5. What's your thoughts on this game? I think we all said our piece about BYU and how we feel about that team. What do y'all think happens when they travel to Cincinnati, Ohio to play the Bearcats?
That's a great question. My thing is that this BYU team continue to push, unlike how they kind of folded last season when they going on the road late in the season. Since my Cincinnati Bengals can't get a win, the Cincinnati Bearcats get one at home this weekend over the BYU Cougars.
Well, Moss, Cincinnati Bengals might have Joe Burrow back, but I can't believe Jamar Chase did that silly stuff and got himself suspended again. So that hurt y'all big time. But BYU on the road late in the season, I don't believe in BYU personally. I know they had a good season, but I'm gonna take Cincinnati at home.
Yeah, I'm calling
hey.
for Cincinnati. Go ahead, my man.
No, you good, Doug? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, I'm calling for Cincinnati with the upset, man. Earlier in the season, I've been saying, BYU was kind of disrespected a little bit, but I don't. I mean, they got exposed against Texas Tech. I think them and Utah are pretty much the same team, and they're freaking both neck and neck in this freaking playoff. It's kind of weird to me, and I'm ready. I'm ready for them to be gone. So Cincinnati at home, BYU on the road. I mean, if BYU played every game at Pro Bowl, man, they'd be in the playoffs every year. But on the road, late in the season, like you said, they tend to struggle. I like the Bearcats. That's a tough place to play. I don't know why in Cincinnati. That's a tough place. That place gets pretty loud sometimes. So I'm going Bearcats.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I got Cincy. I'm rocking with Cincy. I think BYU and Utah both got L's coming up though. I think that's gonna work itself out.
And I know these two people in this chat, you know, they've been picking with their heart, trying to help those cows down there get better.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna have to. I've been picking against them though. I've been going the opposite way on every one of those picks. So this one here, I'm gonna try to help out. Okay, I'm gonna go with BYU to help keep y'all out of the playoffs. I'm helping. I'm all about helping.
You better hope Arkansas beats Texas, man. Because if Texas wins that game, they're gonna come into that A&M game knowing that they control their own destiny, my friend. I don't want to hear this talk. They need help and all that. No, they don't.
And A&M will know. And A&M will know. All we got to do is win and send your ass on to basketball,
you know what?
and rowing, or whatever the hell else y'all do.
They're gonna put the ball down anyway, and they're gonna line up on that sucker, man. So let's go.
Don't look ahead.
Rivalry week is coming.
For all you people watching, this ain't nothing. Y'all need to subscribe, share, love, jump up and down on the couch, ask your mama for some change. I don't care. Y'all need to be here next week because it's gonna go down. These two dudes over here, this little Doug guy and this Robert guy, we gonna have some chat. We might have to go solo and knock some stuff out, or else, you know. So y'all all tune in next week because it's gonna get real.
It's all coming right here in the chat. We love rivalry week. It don't get no better. Do not look too far ahead to College Station because we haven't seen that upset this season. And you know, I called it weeks ago, and I don't know.
Look, man,
Bevo,
you're gonna get on my bad side too. I'm gonna send you a Notre Dame gift care package.
Hey, listen. Bevo said he's still rolling, and he ain't really pooped on nobody's turf. So be careful because he just might do it down there at College Station. Ain't that what they call it?
Bevo's fine. I had him last night with some steak sauce. He's good.
Well, I'm off all week. So whenever you're ready and you want this noise, you can get it.
Yeah, let us go.
Hey, Rob, you better have that same energy you had for me for him. I'm telling you now. Hey, you dropped every day on me.
It'll probably be worse, to be honest, because of the rivalry.
I'm dropping every day on him.
It's what's crazy about this, real quick though. I know I don't want to take too much time, but what's crazy about that is, you was always a Longhorn person, but if I wouldn't have popped in and met Moss that night, you'd have never had another Aggie to go back and forth with. And the fact that I'm an A&M guy that he ran into is what made it even weirder.
Hey, it was
the first day I see you on the stream and I seen your hat, I said, I was licking my chops like, oh yeah, what's gonna be some good content coming pretty soon.
Yeah, and then y'all lost to Florida and you quit licking your chops.
Well, we're not talking about that. That's old news.
Hey, Sean, but you messed up. You done brought Doug with you. Now he got backup. You getting jumped out here.
The problem is Doug would be messaging me privately on text about it all week, so it wouldn't have mattered. So now it's just on the. So now everybody can see their faces, and when the game's over, I'm gonna see them both, and there was some Kleenex stuffed up their nose because they're gonna be bloodied and bruised.
Just be ready, man. Just hope Arkansas wins, man.
Just know, you can ask Doug. If we lose, I'll be the first one to admit we lost. I don't
have no
pull punches.
choice.
I don't pull punches. I've eaten crow. I've eaten plenty of crow in my day.
Oh yeah, we gonna have to set the rivalry week stream up for sure.
Well, you already know I got to pick Cincinnati to win this game against BYU, man. I mean, like I said, everybody 10 and up. I mean, from 10 to 16, I need y'all to take an L. And I think Cincinnati can actually beat BYU. I think they got to get enough offense to do that. They're at home. I know that crowd is going to be in it because they have an opportunity to play spoiler. So I'm taking Cincinnati in this game. Let's go Bearcats and win that and get that victory over them. The last game we got on the slate, and then we can talk about some other stuff if y'all want. We got and this is part of the game of the day, number 15, USC, traveling to number 7, Oregon, to play the Oregon Ducks in Eugene, who are favored. I thought this was kind of weird, man. 9.5? Is USC not good enough that this spread is 9.5 in favor of Oregon? 59.5 is the over and under. What's your thoughts on it?
Man, until Lincoln Riley wins a game like this, man, I got to go with Oregon on this, man, because USC, for whatever reason, man, their rush defense has just been struggling this year, man. They're like give up like 145 yards a game, and Oregon, I think they put up like 230 a game, and rushing, total rushing, man, that's crazy. And I know USC, they got a good offense. They could probably keep up a little bit, man, but I think Oregon's defense, man, I mean, don't sleep on their defense. They're pretty darn good, too. There are a lot of good defenses in college football this year, and Oregon's one of them. So I like Oregon. I think they're going to win big. I think USC can stay in it for a while, but like I said, I mean, I don't think Lincoln Riley hasn't won. Don't really win these type of games. So especially on the road. So I'm going Oregon to cover.
Fellas, I went back on this pick for the last 2 weeks. One day I feel like USC can get the upset. The next day I feel like, man, Oregon gonna run the ball and get USC out of there. I just been back and forth. I really still haven't made my mind up as I'm talking right now, but Oregon's at home. They can run the ball really well. I think the world of Dante Moore. I believe if he was to go to the NFL, declare for the NFL, and once they see him work out, he'd probably be the first quarterback taken, if not the first or second. But my Irish, they need USC to pull off the upset. So I'm taking USC in an upset. I think Oregon is gonna run the ball. You know what worries me about Oregon is that they lost to Indiana at home, and they let Penn State almost beat them. It took multiple overtimes, if I remember correctly, to beat Penn State. So I think there just might be a little chink in that armor. Just enough. Y'all remember Lord of the Rings when the dragon came? It was one spot you can hit him and kill him. I think USC pulls off the upset.
I'm right along with you. I like the fact, Doug, that you mentioned something about Oregon, but on that defensive side, what's their kryptonite? When you got a quarterback that know how to spin that thing, am I right or wrong? And over there in USC, Southern Cal, they gonna travel, but they traveling with a quarterback, couple of receivers, and a man they call King. And he don't play chess; he play football, and he bringing this duffel bag with him, and he trying to get a big win in Eugene. So I'm taking the Trojans in an upset. My brother and my pops, they've been blowing up the text all week. One is Oregon, one USC. My pop's been on this swag going with his Trojans this weekend and a big upset in Eugene to keep the party going. And I don't know. I kind of feel like when USC is on the map, as well as y'all talk about Florida State, college football is different. And Lincoln Riley gets him a great win to stamp what he's doing in Southern Cal.
To me, this is going to come down to two different things. Oregon, if Oregon can play the game like they did against Iowa, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, I think Oregon will win this game. If it gets into a shootout, I like USC's chances in a shootout. But I think at home, I think Oregon wins this game. And I think I don't know if they cover, but Oregon wins. That's just my theory.
So you know, the more later in the season that we kept getting throughout the year, this Oregon team becoming more and more underwhelming to me. I think them losing Evan Stewart really affected this team big time. Cause Sadiq Bey, he ain't. They talk about he one of the best tight ends, but you know, coming out of that facility, they say he don't practice well. So it's like you see one thing on the field, and then you know we wondering why he ain't consistent. And then you got a freshman as your lead receiver. And it's just I don't know, that offense it's just a little underwhelming for me. They can run the ball well. USC, they got a good run game, good pass game, all around well balanced offense. But I think this difference in this game is that Oregon defense is just a bit better than USC. So I'm gonna slide with Oregon on this one. I think it'll be a close game though. But this is the crazy thing about this though. I think USC's offense is better than Oregon, but Oregon got the better defense. I think Oregon gonna win this game, but I think USC, if they can win this game, they got better chance to win a playoff game than Oregon does.
Like that too.
Did you already go post?
Yeah, it's on you, Rob.
Oh, okay, cool. Man, I must be daydreaming over here. Well, you already know what my verdict is already. I told you, anybody 10 to 16. 10 to 16. Oregon is already up there far enough. I need USC to lose this game. I need Oregon to pull out this victory, man. Because if Oregon was to lose to USC and Washington, I would be cool with that. But I don't think they're going to lose both of them. So I need them to win this game against USC so USC can fall behind us and Texas can move up at least another spot. Another spot. We just going to keep on up there till that rivalry game happens. And then the committee going to have to say, listen, this Texas team has played one of the most brutal schedules in this world. And I think they're going to be able to say, listen, if they beat Texas A&M, we got to let them in.
They got to, man. Because if they don't, the committee's going to be up against it, man. Because if the committee don't let Texas, a 3-loss Texas in this year, they're in essence saying that Ohio State game was not a good deal for them. That never should have happened. And we're talking about the most anticipated opening week that I can remember. I'm 48 years old, man. I don't remember opening week that anticipated because of Texas and Ohio State. So now they're pretty much saying that don't matter now. So they shouldn't have scheduled that game.
That's not what they're saying at all. They're saying you shouldn't have lost to Florida.
Oh, okay. Let's say Texas didn't play Ohio State. Let's say they played NC State like Tennessee did last year. Okay, then their only 2 losses would be at Florida and at Georgia. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But 14-7 at Ohio State, man. Ain't no other team even played with Ohio State this year except for Texas, and ain't no team gonna play with Ohio State this year except for Texas because Indiana's gonna get humbled again by Ohio State,
right?
Like they did last year. Okay,
but it's not a matter of who did you lose to. You lost to Ohio State, and you lost to a
Okay.
terrible Florida team, and you got your ass boat raced by Georgia. It wasn't close.
It was close for 3/4. Okay, but anyway.
The final score wasn't
But-
close. What I'm
But
saying
listen,
is,
if
you've got
Texas
how many
beats
losses do
A&M,
you have? But how many losses do you have?
we got 3
You have
losses.
three.
Okay, but listen, if we beat A&M, that's going to be at least what 5 teams they played that in the top 10, 2 in the top 3, and they go 3-2 against those teams. That's not too bad. And remember this too, like Rob said, the schedule. They were away from home for over a month. They started the SEC play on the road, and they were gone for an entire month, and they came back 3-1. And I don't care who you're playing in the SEC, you're on the road for an entire month, and you come back 3-1, man. That's pretty darn good. And they come back and they beat Vandy. Now Vandy made it close at the end, but they dominated that game. And then they had to go at Georgia. Nobody wins at Georgia besides Alabama. So those are good losses, man. If the committee leaves them out after beating A&M, that's going to be a crying shame. Then teams are not going to schedule no Ohio State or no anybody in the beginning of the season, man. They're going to ruin that.
You're going to see.
Let me
It's a
let me
matter
say
of
this.
how many 10-2 teams do you end up with is the question.
Let me say this, man. If Texas can get Texas A&M, if they can beat Texas A&M, right, that would be the biggest win out of any team for the whole year. The
Mhm.
only team that can trump that would be Michigan beating Ohio State.
Right.
Hey, and I'm tired of this. Who did you lose to? It is a such thing as bad losses, but who did you beat, man? We got to
Right.
stop looking at who people lost to
That's
as a
true.
trump card over who did they beat. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, Florida was a bad loss, but when you start getting to the nitty gritty, and some of these teams ain't beating nobody, man.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
like Pittsburgh, for instance, when they came up against Notre Dame, I didn't even realize. Who did they beat? They didn't beat nobody up until that point, but they was ranked number
100%.
24 in the country. Like, I'm just looking at these schedules. Like, these dudes ain't out here beating nobody.
Right. 100% agree with who did you beat.
Great
You're
point.
right. There is no argument with that. Who did you beat? Look at these ACC schedules. Some of these big, like I said, BYU, they beat Portland State. I mean, some of these games that are being played aren't right. If Texas does beat A&M, yeah, they should be highly considered, if not in. Right now, Texas needs to worry about Arkansas. Because if you don't beat Arkansas, none of this matters anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what the committee's hoping for, I promise you, man. Because they don't want to be up against it like that.
I'm gonna
Committee's
say
hoping for
one
a lot of
thing.
stuff. They don't want to see Notre Dame and Michigan near each other because they don't want to have to deal with that. I mean, Notre Dame and Miami. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
SEC Sean, it looked like you've been enjoying this undefeated season. I like bringing all the different things into the chat. So what I'm gonna say is you've been humble all season, but I didn't notice as we get closer to this here playoff, these Aggies in College Station has been barking, and I think I'm gonna put you up there at the list as one of those guys. Slow down, big fella, because them
We good.
horns always up. I know they be talking. Nah, I like it. I like what you bring with it, man, because I think when you talk about the Aggies, respectively, that game when I seen it, and then I actually dozed off, and I seen the end of the game. I was like, wow. I thought about what you could do when it come to ranking them, where they stand. I still felt, if anything, they should be at their position. If anything, move up. I mean, respectively, what they're doing is showing resilience. You don't just come back and win a game like they did last week off of just winning or pure skill. It takes a lot. It takes the whole locker room. I think what we seen and what you seen last week is a great example of putting everything together that you wanted to see. Even though it was in one half, you was able to see it. And I think, you respectively have the right to talk your talk and look forward to your Aggies. Of course, not ahead, but that big game as well. So
I mean, it
respectively.
is what it is. Are we the greatest team in the world? Hell no, we're not. We still ain't played a full game yet, but Yeah, especially against these two over here. I'm gonna go at it. That's all there is to it. I don't care if we're 0 I don't care if we're 0-9. You gonna tell me if Ohio State's 0-9 playing a 9-0 Michigan, Zay ain't gonna be talking his mess? Oh yeah, he is. I know he is. I am too. But that's what I'm saying. This is what people don't understand. Doug is spot on. You do not understand that rivalry between Arkansas and Texas. Arkansas and Texas is a big rival game.
It is, man.
And I'm telling you, Arkansas wants nothing more than to destroy Texas's season.
And I love that with the new scheduling now. I've always wanted this, dude. Texas is going to play Arkansas, A&M, and Oklahoma every year, man, as they should. And it should.
Right.
I felt that way back when Texas was in the Big 12. They should be playing Arkansas every single year, and now they are. Doesn't make it easy, but
no. And then we get Texas,
LSU,
and Missouri.
Yeah, every year. So there's no more. Enjoy your Sanford, man, because Texas is 1 year ahead of everybody on the scheduling, man. Because we scheduled Ohio State. You guys got Sanford. Other people got the Citadel. They got Charlotte.
Let's not do this. Let's
It
not
ain't
do
no
this.
more of that.
We played Notre Dame. Let's not do this because then y'all played San Jose State, Sam Houston State, San Jose State.
Hey, Sam Houston needs some money, man. They need some money. Need some upgrades to that stadium field.
Anyway, here's your upset of the week. Western Kentucky over LSU.
Ooh, damn, man, that's rough, man. Why are you gonna say that, dude?
Ooh,
Nussmeier out for the year. Nussmeier done.
He's terrible anyway.
But
yeah, that other quarterback been playing pretty good. I mean,
you know what's messed up though? I was thinking about this. Nussenmeyer and Cade Klubnik, as bad as they're playing, man, they're gonna look great at Indianapolis at the combine, man. They're gonna put up all kinds of measurables, and they're gonna be great. And maybe they have a great. I hope they have a good NFL career, man.
What's the thing we always say? Everybody looks good in shorts and t-shirts.
Yep, shorts and shimmer shirt, man. Y'all look good.
One thing I can't say is you can't blame this back half of the season on K Klubnik. He been definitely playing his ass off, man.
Yeah, he's playing. He's a good player, man. I don't know what his deal is, but he's a good guy. He's a good player.
Telling you, watch that game. That's my upset special of the week right there. I think Western Kentucky rolls into Death Valley and beats them.
Dude, that would be not good for them, man.
That's like that Appalachian State at Michigan.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That would be crazy.
That's
and
Ghost
Auburn
Pepper
starting their
spicy,
true
Sean.
freshman. What's that post here?
I said that's Ghost Pepper spicy.
Yeah. And Auburn is starting their freshman Deuce Knight at quarterback. Bo Prabula has been upgraded to questionable for Missouri. So, and then of course Anthony Hill is questionable, and Ryan Wingo's probable. It's really all that was on. R. Mason Thomas for Oklahoma is questionable too. That's really the only new updates on the availability report in the SEC this week. They don't do availability reports if it's not a conference game. So I don't know what we're doing. I'm hearing our running back, Le'Veon Moss, could be back this week. And I think they want to get him back. He'll be back for Texas. The rumor's always been he'll be back for the Texas game, but I think they want him back this week to get some game rep and get hit a couple of times.
Hey, who I forgot who Miami played this week.
Vatech.
Yeah,
Listen,
18-point favorite, I think, against Vatech.
Man, all this crying and pouting and complaining about Notre Dame, all they need to do is worry about taking care of business. If you take care of business for the rest of the season, you put yourself in a position to make the playoffs. All that crying and complaining ain't gonna do nothing but get them off their game. So they better focus on the remaining schedule and take care of business, or they won't even have a chance. I just don't get it. Just focus on your schedule. Focus on who you play. Everything else will play itself out.
And if anybody's curious, the line on the A&M game this week is A&M's favored by 52.5.
Y'all
That's
favorite by 52.5.
Yeah, the over under is 55.5.
So what do you think? Over, under?
I'd take the points in Stanford. If you could bet on it, you can't bet on it, but we found a line. I mean, you can bet
Y'all
on
playing
it.
at y'all playing at Stanford?
Samford, not Stanford.
Stanford.
Oh,
Stanford.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Samford, like Stanford and Son. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. You think y'all
no,
can get 60 points this weekend?
no, I don't even care. I want our starters out at halftime. Want them all sitting on the bench, drinking Kool-Aid, smoking cigars, smoking weed. I don't care what they're smoking. Get off the damn field. So, but I want to tell you what if we put once our backups going, watch that number 16 quarterback. That dude's got a cannon on his arm. Miles O'Neal. That kid's got an arm.
Who's that kid?
Just a backup quarterback.
Where's he from?
I want to say Utah. And then our third string quarterback will probably get some run. He was last year's UAB quarterback, Jacob Zeno.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting everybody to get some run, but there ain't much going on in the SEC this week except Arkansas and Texas and Tennessee,
That's right,
Florida.
man.
That's going to be an interesting game.
Oh yeah, Tennessee and Florida would be a good one, man. I mean, Florida's been bad this year, but that's a good rivalry. And it's at Florida. It's not too bad.
The
And I just saw
cornerback.
that Tennessee, man, they got 3 commitments from 3 of the top 10 wide receivers in the country, man. So
Got to have
they're gonna
somebody
be
throwing the ball.
yeah.
I'm taking Florida in that game. They
Yeah.
said Tennessee hasn't won in the swamp since George W. Bush was in the White House.
Yeah, Tennessee cannot win in the swamp for some reason.
Hey man, but Texas losing at the swamp is a bad loss, right, man?
But yeah, Texas is better than Tennessee.
Okay, but that was early in the season, though. You know, that was the first SEC game, man. Florida was still in it, you know.
It's
But
tough to win at the swamp. I don't
it
care
is,
what
man. Amen to that. It is tough.
Tennessee
Yeah.
ain't good no way anyway.
No,
Yeah.
Tennessee can't
Are
play
they about
defense at all, and Joey Aguilar keeps throwing the ball to the other damn team.
Zay? You know
Well,
I'm an
so
actor.
does our quarterback in the first half, apparently.
Where you
That's
rank
what if
Tennessee?
you ever get a chance to watch the show The Pulse, Texas A&M football, go back and watch it. Man, they go in and they do all this stuff, and at the end of the game, Mike Elko is always talking to the team, you know, and Isaiah Williams, great job, and how about our quarterback? Even though I don't know who he was playing for in the first half, and shit like that. It's dude, and then I'm telling you, they did follow the team throughout the whole year. It's one of the I love the show. It's funny. Mike Elko throwing chairs and stuff. It's funny.
Yeah,
Mike Elko.
one influential game that we can speak on is in the ACC this week, and that's Louisville and SMU. Because SMU still got a chance to make the title game and make it to the playoff.
Don't you got Georgia Tech and Pitt?
Yeah, they're in a 4-way tie though.
But that's what I'm saying. Georgia Tech and Pitt play this week, don't they?
Oh yeah,
Georgia Tech
Tech.
gone.
No.
Georgia Tech
Is that this week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Pitt's
that
got
might be the
Miami,
best game outside of the Oregon game on the
Georgia
docket.
Tech gonna win the ACC if they win that game, right?
They go to the ACC title.
Oh, they go to
If they win and
Title
Virginia
game.
win this week, the ACC title game set.
Who Virginia got?
No, I think Virginia's actually off till next week. So maybe that's
Who they got next week?
Not Tech.
Yeah.
They go on the road. I think,
Georgia Tech's gonna be something, man. That's always something, bro.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're right though. I mean, you got a couple of games in the ACC we didn't touch on. That Georgia Tech Pitt game and then the Louisville SMU game has a lot of meaning to it.
because Florida State ain't relevant right now, so I'm staying away from the ACC.
I think the SMU isn't that at SMU, Zay?
Yeah.
I think Louisville got to go down to Dallas.
Yeah, it's just it's a lot going on in the ACC. Just like you said, Georgia Tech and Virginia just got to win. But the thing is, I just don't know about that Virginia. It's just a rivalry game. You just don't know how rivalry games will go. I believe it's in Blacksburg. And when it comes to spoiling someone's season, any
Yeah,
team
man.
on the road, you up for that, and it's a rivalry game at that, so they gonna be up for
Well,
that game.
add the extra bonus into that game, which isn't for 2 weeks. Does Virginia Tech play harder with a boost because James Franklin's now there?
Yeah,
Man, either one of them teams can lose. I'm trying to tell you, it's the ACC, bro. Any
That's
one of
true.
them can lose.
Yeah, you're right, man. SMU losing at Wake Forest is still tripping me out, man. How they lost that game at Wake Forest.
Yeah,
What
Wake
you
Forest
mean?
should have beat Georgia Tech.
Well, man, Wake Forest plays some defense. I'm trying to learn a lot of good defense this year in college football, man.
Georgia
just
Tech
think
jumped
Wake
off
Forest.
sides on that play when they threw it, and they said, and they didn't call it. Georgia
Well,
Tech
we
should have
lost to
won, or
Wake
Wake
Forest.
Forest should have won that game.
Yeah, they was 5-2 when we lost to them. I made them 6-2
In
when
the
we
ACC,
lost
I'll
to
take
them.
SMU over Louisville. I'm gonna take Georgia Tech over Pitt, but I'm not sold on that one yet.
I think Georgia Tech's going to roll them. I hope, man, Haynes King, I hope he's in New York, man. He deserves to be in New York
Where is that
for the
game?
Heisman because he is the whole dang team over there, man. And he's a good kid.
Is it at Pittsburgh or is it in
No, it's
Tech?
at Atlanta. It's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I travel that crowd.
Yeah, that stadium's pretty loud, man, because it's made out of concrete and it's old. It's an old stadium. They don't hold a
Small
lot,
stadium.
man, but when it's like old concrete. It's like kind of like Little Rock. They only got like 45,000 people, but it echoes over there because the way how old the stadium is. So I think that's how it is in Atlanta.
Who you
Bobby
got over there
Dodd
in the
Stadium.
ACC, Zay?
What about the
Who
league?
you got?
I hear you, Post. What you say?
I ain't say nothing.
I
Oh,
asked Zay who he had in those games,
oh.
or anybody else.
Which one? SMU?
I'm
All
taking
of them.
Georgia Tech
SMU.
and SMU.
I'm taking Georgia Tech and SMU. Yeah.
That's what I took.
There you go.
I'm taking Pitt and SMU.
I figured you would. Everybody I pick, you go against. I'm telling you, watch, listen to the show.
My bad, y'all. I got sidetracked. What were we picking?
Georgia Tech, Pittsburgh, and LSU at SMU.
Not LSU, man.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Oh yeah. What did I say?
LSU.
You had your SEC brain on. That's all.
All right.
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh loses, and I think Louisville loses.
I don't think you heard this earlier, Zay, Post, and Moss, but I was telling the TU guys over here earlier that they're having an emergency meeting tomorrow in Mississippi with Kiffin and the AD.
It's over for. That situation is dead.
They say that they're gonna give him the guarantee that they're gonna pump $40 million into the NIL. There ain't no way Kiffin leaving.
They need to upgrade that stadium, man. Looks like a high school stadium. They need to put some more seats in there.
What you want Betty leave?
I don't know. I don't think he leaves.
I think he
He's
do.
out.
And you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It ain't no better state to be in outside of Texas than when you're recruiting for football.
Than Florida.
Than Florida.
Because you got Georgia right there too, man. So, yeah, you're right.
Well, let me spin it this way. Let me see what your take is on this one. This is how I told it out to Rob and Doug earlier. I said, you got 3 scenarios. You can go to one school and win a national championship as just another guy to have done it. You can go to another school and win a national championship and be just another guy who has done it. Or you can be at one school, win a national championship, and be like Bo Schembechler or Woody Hayes or
Daryl Payne.
So
you get a statue. He wins over there.
Plus, his son is a quarterback in the high school over there in Oxford, Mississippi. Of course, his daughter is dating Whit Weeks from LSU. So,
So that means he's gonna start bringing that Mississippi recruitment on down to Florida if that's the position he get. I think he go. I think he's going. I just think it's enough money out there for him to receive, and it's. I think with him, yeah, it'd be about the money, but overall, I think
We'll know tomorrow. We'll know more tomorrow after this meeting. I'm sure some stuff's going to come out.
I think
I
he's
think
going to Florida, man.
Do what?
You can win every year at Florida. Even with the NIL, I still think Ole Miss is still kind of like a peak school, man. Like every 3 or 4 years, they're gonna have a squad that has a chance. But at Florida, man, every year you can win over there, man. I think just with recruiting and everything, because they don't just recruit in Florida, man. They recruit in Texas, and they got a 5-star receiver from I want to say Frisco Lone Star that's committed to Florida, unless he decommitted already. I don't know,
I don't know.
but
There's palm trees down there. I'm saying,
Hey.
like, I don't know why we think Lane Kiffin can sit still anyway. He
Yeah,
likes to bounce around.
That is true. But I had
Hey.
a funny take the other day because his wife, him and his wife, and all went to Gainesville. Then his wife went on a plane to Baton Rouge the next day. I said, "You want to break the internet? Put that plane on its way to Austin, Texas.
oh man, come on."
The internet would lose their mind. It
Hey,
might
SEC
break the
Shine.
internet.
Hey, that point you just made is the point I was trying to make weeks ago when those vacancies opened up. It's kind of like this, man. And Lane Kiffin has bounced around. Maybe he's learned his lesson. I would stay at Mississippi if I'm Kiffin. Uh, it's kind of like dating a woman, and I won't get graphic or R-rated or nothing like that. But it's kind of like dating a woman. In LSU in the Florida job, everybody has had that woman. Mississippi, you the only man that had that woman. That's kind of how I see it. I think Lane Kiffin is in a good position. I think they gonna do right with the money at Mississippi, and especially in the NIL era. Look, Lane Kiffin is a coach people want to play for. That's a coach people like, and I think he'll be able to get the players to Mississippi. So if I'm him, not Texas, unless Florida or LSU, give me a number I can't confuse or refuse. Man, I'm staying at Mississippi.
Well, and that's a good, valid point. I mean, the way the analogy there with the girls from Florida and LSU are the ones that everybody's had. The one in Mississippi, nobody's had. The problem with the one in Mississippi is it's probably your sister.
y'all ain't got no sense, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Y'all ain't got no sense.
Well, that you know what? That is a problem. You're right, man.
all right,
that
y'all,
means-
man, we gotta end on that one, man. We can't say
Yeah,
that.
we gotta get up out of here.
Man.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Tune in to all the channels y'all seeing down there. Parlay Poe of Blitzburg. Make sure y'all go check it out. Diehard Pittsburgh fan. Go Blue Michigan is what he know and what he do. Post game 86. Diehard Notre Dame. Indy everywhere. We gonna be going down to see him too. WTP, you know he's all Texas. And you got FanDuel Zay, the Buckeye national champ. City League TV, Buckeye national champ, and a little bit of everybody else's team too. And you got SEC Sean up there, the Aggie. He'll be bringing the NASCAR this Friday, which is tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune in to more NASCAR talks as he brings the flavor of that as well and give us a little report on that high school football down in Texas. And of course, Moss B, Level Up Sports 10. I got some things cooking up and coming. So make sure you stay tuned in to not just the live feed, what we putting on there. Make sure you go check out what we posting on our channels as well, because we about to get to doing some posting like we do on Facebook. Check out our group. And that City League TV tell us, man, we out on that note, man. We was in the building.
We
out.
got some real good questions too, brother, for tomorrow. Doug sent me some killer questions for tomorrow. So we got We got some good topics. And Rob sent me one that I'm not sure he wants the answer to, but I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah, I want to hear that answer. I hope
No,
it's
you
like
may.
astronauts.
No, it's worse than that.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. Man.
I'll lay it out for y'all tomorrow. Y'all join in. Y'all want to know what we're talking about? Want to find out what's this crazy question? Tune in tomorrow. We going at 7:30 Eastern time. So jump on with us.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's evening, man, and we'll see y'all again soon. We out.
Have a good night.
All right.
There we go.